Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
We have created an application lifecycle right. And when I opened it, we have set the rule as the never because the first one was create one right. It was a screen flow right. You said it is a screen flow. We didn't require this. We kept it as a number not get executed. Then we went for collect information under collect information. I opened the process. Here we have the types of flow right. One was screen flow and this is the process flow. Is there any other way? Like we can know, like if this is process flow, screen flow, where it is written, I remember last time you told that in process flow, in the connectors we have that flow action, screen flow, the flow action. This is a process flow. We have two types of flow. One is a process on a screen flow. This is a process flow for a process flow. The fraction will be present in connector. If you open a flow action, can you open a fraction? We created a section. We have created a section also, but we have not included it. Once you go to the case type application lifecycle, this is a lifecycle. First one is collect address info right. Now let's configure a section. Let me tell you the high level. Like every business process has a one defined flow, one defined life cycle. Each life cycle has stages in it. Each stage has steps in it. Each stage is called one flow. Backend Vega will create a flow. If you saw, it has created a collective information for it. That is a first stage. After that, what happened inside the flow? We have a flow shapes and connectors. Inside connectors, we have flow actions inside flow actions. We have sections inside sections. We'll be having layout inside layout. We'll be adding up properties. Got it? Right. The hierarchy, understand it. Life cycle flow actions, sections, layouts and properties. A stage is a flow right. Stages is the flow, steps are flow actions. Basically inside flow action. We have section has layout has properties. Got right. To lead. Now let's configure a section. Let's try to configure a section. Open a section. Whenever you need to make any change, you need to check out the rule. Click on the top, check out. Now what will happen? This rule will come to your private. Like you can modify the changes. Now you click on convert to full section. Editor is there. That click on, submit. Now let's add a properties here. Let's try to add up properties like name and phone number. Right. Name and address in for it. Address is a section right. In fact, you need to add a basic information. We have the what you need to add. You need to text input. User needs to give an input radio. The text input, open this one. Now here, Sonali, we need to add a few properties. Right? First of all, is a property existed? No, right. We have to create a property to create. You can create from here itself. You can directly give name here. Name, and you can click on the cross shell icon. It will open it. You check the class rule set version and all classes. Cake order. Work order 1. Rule is set 10. Then click on create and open. It is a text only because it's a name rate. You can keep it as a text and save it. Whenever you see how did it will take ticks in. Now you got checkout right. Go to your section. See every property you have to refer with dot. Now you have to give like dot name, not the property field. You need to give dot. See now it is showing in the below rate. You select that one. This section is created in the same class, right? We have created in the same word class. Now try to add one more property. Again extend portrait. Next input. Now we'll create a property from a different place. Not from here. You click on your App Explorer, drag it to the left. You work dash order 1. Change the class context order 1 below it's coming. You can choose there. Now you right click on the class create data model. The data model. You have properties. Com property. He from he like this also. You can create a property. One way of creation is like you are opening from that cross shell icon. From there, you can create or you can create from here also App Explorer. You can create a phone number. Space is not required. Create and open. We just check it every time you need to check the rule set. You need to do it. Now you have created a property. You refer the property in the section. You have to refer it. Right. I have. Don't phone number right. Dot. You do dot. It will come. Previously, it's not there. Now we came because you have the checkbox is there. No use property default. If suppose you have created like phone number, you haven't given completely, but you know if you saw any application or anything, it will not be like that, right? Phone number will be phone and space number, right? What you will do, the label you have to change it. You uncheck that checkbox. You give a text input. However, you want to show on UI like that. You can give it a label where you can. I had to wait. No, close this one. Again, you try to open your operator. Open the access group. Close this one. Close this access group and try to open it again. You click on plus icon. You add, is there any other access groups? Okay. You open users access group. Users you have already added below. You open it. It's not able to find anything. It has to open. Go to your DM sample administrators. Open the DM sampling. Oh, what else? Can you log off on login? I think you will face some issues in this personal edition. You try to reload it. You do one thing. You log in with admin administrator and password might be installed. Right. But where should I? Should I close this tab directly? You click on that. Icon is there now after you click on it. You click on cookies. Click on cookies. You clear the cookies remove. Click on them. Now you reload it. Open your operator. This admin for it. It's not coming. It has to come down. Go to the top. Do you give a peer? You do PEGA rules. This is admin. 4 will be there. You give that one. This admin. Come down. That one. You give that one and save. You have a case. You click on the portal. Once again, before logging off, click on Add Portal. You look at my. This one is not coming from a click on down arrow. Come down. Just try to log in with this final operator. You know the password. Log off and try to log in. Oh, you try to launch the portal. Actually, the portal is not coming correctly. You just try to launch the case. It's not coming correctly. You go. This is a general case. Go to your designer studio. Open your operator. Open the user portal. Once you open, users will be mapped to user portal. You use our portal to your operator. This is already done. No, this is for different access groups. Try to give it these Copy the user portal. Open the others access group. This is now you're trying to give it here. Save it. Actually, by default, all these things should come. I'm not sure why this you click on launch portal again. We're getting the user. This is how it should come. I think Cosmos application. See, this is how it should come. See what we are modifying now, right? We are modifying RR access group, right? Access group is all what we actually modify for security purpose. Like which operators should have which access. Right. You understand, like to actually restrict the access or to provide the access. We need to modify those roles those portals, the pointing application and all. Right. Now you go to your Sonali operator. Once that you have opened it a access group, you try to remove PRPC. She said min4, you remove that. She said min4. I know that's only. I'm sure that it will. Should not throw any other. You remove. You remove again, save it. Should I again not close the existing or launch the user portal again, not the case manager user portal? It's not there. The below thing should not come. You should not get an error. Click on launch. It's not coming up. It's not coming up. Click on add role. Click on add role. Everything is frozen. Reload it once again. Sorry, please. You refresh it. This user portal. It is giving error. That portal is a valid. I guess it got added. Delete the user portal. We can add it from there. No, actually that checkbox was enabled because of it. He was giving error. Delete a user portal is not a valid record. See if you are giving user portal. What does that mean? Is like this admin for will give all accesses, like all the accesses for clipboard tracer and all. If you give you that portal users doesn't require, this is admin for role. That's giving an error. If you have user role, if you have user portal, you should not have this. She said min for role. Should I remove user portal or you just remove the user portal? You can give it user portal after you have logged in. Just report. Now done. Save it. See it. You're right. You just log in with your operator and then give the user portal. Let's create a case. I can give user portal now. Now you can give it. I mean, I don't understand how actually the compiler is working easily. First it is checking our portals and then it is checking the roles. Why is what site is throwing an error? You just try to give us our portal. Now you launch the portal. Let's create a case. User portal right. Plus order 1. Name and phone number. Now let's say add a different address fields also. But before adding the address fields, I need this name and phone number side by side. We have already discussed that things right. Adding the side by side. We had discussed it yesterday. Now we just open a section and check what are the options available to make it a side by side. Now you can open it from the reasons. Also, you click on the region. You see the section is there addressing for address info. You need, not actually open all the rules again. Now I need these fields side by side. Like the alignment is correct, but it actually doesn't look good, right? Right. You try to give it a side by side. From here on the right way, make it, you just click on a stack. You'll have this inline grid double. Double will align it to side by side. You just click on submit. You can see the changes here. You save it and you refresh the URL. You refresh your case. You need not refresh like that. Open the case. Was 0 to what we can open. Good, click on go. How do you refresh it from here? Right. Left side, you have actions and refresh. Now you can click on go. It will show the latest. Now today let's create a single page property. Let's create a single page property of address. Now you go to your application. Delip, you just concentrate on how we are creating an all single page properties. We'll ask for a page definition. Now here, we are trying to create a delivery location. We need to give a delivery location to the user, right? To the application, right? To create a delivery location, what we are doing, what are the fields required to create a delivery location? We require like a street and some zip code or landmark. Landmark we need. We have some 4 to 5 properties. Right. Great. Now you are creating 4-5 properties for delivery location. Now in Swiggy you have an option to actually place an order for other location. Also not location. You have an option to place an order for different delivery location. Also, then it will take like current address and delivery address to address. It will ask might be current and delivery address might be same, right? Right. First of all, let's try to create a delivery address and then create a delivery address. You create a property called delivery location. Single page property order dash right. Order 1 data model property delivery location. Anything is fine, delivery address or delivery location. Class is correct. And tool set is correct. Click on create and open. Now change it to text to single page. Actually, what does single page property mean? Single page property holds single record. I'll show you how it will work. You have added single page. See what it is asking. It is asking you to put page definition. What is a page definition? I will tell you, you keep this one aside. You keep this one like this. You just to follow my instructions. Like I'll tell you, you will be getting understand at the end. You click on data types. You have a data types rate on the left side. We have Data Explorer on the third one. Data X, that is called Data Explorer, and below one is called App Explorer. You have no data types. You click on the top arrow. Is there no? That arrow, click on Add a Data Type. You add a data type called address. Now you click on Advanced. Oh, actually it is a data address. Favouke code. Hyphen data address. We are not creating it in work order. We are not creating it in work layer. We are creating it in data layer. Click on Submit. You are creating a data type now. Data type called address. Now you just add the fields inside address. Whatever the fields you require, you add all those fields like zip code. From here only. Here only you can create an add field. Zip. Give away everything as a text. No prompt. Seeing text single line rate. Submit and add another. Submit and add in how many you want. You can add it from here. Location of landmark street name. Street. Street name. Anything is fine. You just add some for property here. Name is space is also fine, right? Field names. Most probably avoid spaces. If you want to, you can change it in label. Landmark street name. Zip code. House number right. Enough. If you're following right, we're creating a data type called interest, and instead of adding a fields, now you save this thing. It will automatically save data types. If we saw, data types will not have check-in and checkouts. These are called data instances. Data instances will not have check-ins and checkouts. You have to be very careful whenever you are making any changes without clicking on save itself. It will get saved. You actually no need to click on save. Actually here, suppose we are creating and we are closing that close button. Is there right? In that cases also, it will be saved automatically. It will be saved. With the data types, you have to be very careful. Like don't click on anything. You just view the data. That's it. If you actually double click on any record, it will be going to editable mode. It will be into editable mode. And what happens? It will actually try to modify the data. That is the advantage of data types. There is no check-ins and checkouts. The data can be easily changed. Now what you have done, you have created a single page property. It is awesome for page definition. Now your single page property called delivery location. It is now you have created these properties. Now the definition is a class. The page definition, it is asking right. It is nothing but a class. Now you go to your that one. Delivery location. You give this data class here. That data class was cake. It will come there. You just try to type it cake after double dash. Double click on down arrow. See how data address. Like that one and save it. Now I'll tell you, go to your App Explorer. Now you have created see what you have done. You have created a single page property called delivery location. Single page property will hold a single record, right? It will hold a single record. Now if you go to your App Explorer, expand data model, expand property, expand delivery location. Whatever the properties you have created in data layer has came into work layer. You understand why? Because you have given a definition of delivery location as data address. We have created a property of single page in classwork order 1. In that page definition, we have referenced this address. Address has these many data properties. Right? It's like single page will hold one record. I mean like one row, right? Correct. Basically, it will hold one row of the address. I understood. Now, what is the advantage of this one? And you will reuse this page definition again. All the properties will come under current location. You understand what I am trying to say? You actually who are not required. It is not required to create each and every property like delivery address, house number, delivery address, landmark, delivery address, street name, and again. Current address, house number, current address, landmark. It is not required to create those properties. Again, you just create one data type and you can reference the data type wherever you require. Is it like? It's like, just like in Java, we have class, we have attributes, and we are just referencing it via instant interface. Right? It is inheritance. It's like inheritance. What is the main advantage and main purpose of this? One is suppose if you're creating a previous address. The address fields are same, right? House number, street and landmark are same. Once you create a data type and you refer that data type definition is nothing but a class. You refer the definition in the single page property. Now what happens under the delivery location? You have these fields. It holds delivery location information. If you have created similar to like this, if you have created something called current location, then it holds the current location information. Right now, we have created just single page delivery location. You said that we can create one more page like current location. We'll create it. We'll first refer these properties in section. We'll see how the clipboard structure is there. And then we'll try to create a current location also. Now you add a layout. I have changes. Structured, right? Structured and dynamic layout. No outside of first layer. Do you add it? You have added as 1.1. You add it as a to drag. You click on that. Drag it out. It is to now. You add your fields. You add your properties text input. Text input for properties, right? Correct. You add all those 4 properties. It should also be like double. It will be double. It looks good. In line double green, double red. Now the properties are already there. You just need to refer it. See, delivery location is coming. You can add it on whatever way you want. Like first date, maybe street name or house number, whatever you're required. You can add it. It's the same way like we have write the label. Label will be the same. That's why you said that we don't have to add any space, but in the label we can make it mostly just avoid spaces while creating any rule. For properties, not only for properties, but data transforms or anything, just to avoid the creation of the basis because the people actually will confuse in real-time applications. If they want to create any properties, any single page or any page list properties, they will get confused. We need to create one data type first, and then we need to refer the data type inside a single page, and we can reuse that data type wherever we require. House number, street name. Location. For me, it's, you go there, refresh your this section. You are getting right name for number. You're getting house number, street names. It was the element is not good actually. That is, but below zip code and house number, you see indentation is not correct. That one, we need to make a change later on, but we'll just see how the clipboard structure is there. You'd like to give any house numbers on values. Anything, you just try to give restriction. We can put it here like a validation. Validations, we can keep validations. We can keep like how many characters. We can keep it. Because the mapping is important, just open a clipboard. Let's see whether the values are there. If not, let's add an action. Sometimes it will be there. Sometimes it will not be present. If you saw inside PEGA worker page what happened, go to the top. This one. Do I need to say first? No, it's not quite. You just try to save it, or else it has to create a page called delivery location under PV work page closes from saving. It is not required. Generally, I think you had to create a new case. I think you just open a clipboard again. Let's see. This is an existing case, right? Come on. You have a single delivery location. If you click on the delivery location, see what the values you have entered on UI. That values are present on clipboard. But it is using the property name that we set right. See the top of page structure. PEGA worker page .clip .delivery location .house house number. That is how you have to refer it somewhere. See, the delivery location is a single page. It holds a single record of every property. You understand? Right. Inside you will not have any pages or anything. It's a single record, right? Your very property will be having only one value and only one record is present on clipboard. You have created a single page. And the way is the name and all name and phone number. Where is the name and phone number? That was not a single property, that was outside only. Right. That should be my work page. That should be in PEGA worker page because it is not present on delivery location. This is phone number and this is name, but this is the single page property inside this. We had these many properties. And you see, every page will be having class. You see what is the PX object class? PX object class, your page definition. Alright. And for this, it's that one we are working. Class controller functions, actual PX object class. You understand. These things are very important because when you're working in your application, you need to see what is a class. And sometimes what happens, you cannot refer some properties due to inheritance. Then you have to check actually why. What is the class inheritance? In which class we are having this page? What is the PX object class? These things you have to look into. I just had a question. The delivery location is a page, right? But we created that in the work order. One, right? And in that we had page definition. Page definition is nothing but the table name. You said right. Basically, that's why we have referenced a data address. Because of which we have this house number, landmark and all this. The details such as house number, all will be saved in this data address table, work table, because this delivery location is created in work. If you expand this, the scroll bar, you have scroll bar right. You just drag it to the right. None of the scroll bar which you have appointed. No, you hover on the top. You saw for delivery location. You have this worker class delivery location. This one. You just drag it to the right. You hover on that vertical scroll bar. You know somewhat right. You'll get the day. You just come to the right. You drag it. Now you see the delivery location. No, not that much is not required. You see, the delivery location is mapped to the data address. Class, right? This one, but actually in which class we have created our delivery address. We have created our delivery data. Right. Most it will save the data and work table only. Because of page definition, it will show it as a data address. PXOBJ class, what does it exactly refer to? OBJ class. How can we say? The PXOBJ class gives a contexture to that page. Whenever you're referencing that page, anyway you will get a class context too based on PXOBJ class. Right. You understand? If you are referring PY work page, that means you are referring your work. Dash order 1 class context 1. Right. You don't confuse it now, but the basic understanding how to create a single page and how to create a data type, how to refer a page definition. Those things you have understood, right? And how to refer in a section, you have understood, right? Delivery location house number. And in a clipboard structure, you have understood, right? Inside PY worker page, you have a dedicated page called delivery location, right? Inside work page, because this delivery location was created in the same class. Basically, this address will be saved in work order table, right? If I have to see. Correct. Developing any questions? Let's create a data lines from next. No, it's fine. It's fine. Now the client requirement is, see, you are entering the data here. Right. Nali, you are entering, and phone number you are entering. If suppose you have logged in into your application, if you have logged in into your Swiggy. The account name it has to take it. Now the requirement is like who. If suppose I have logged into my application, then the name has to be automatically populated as human. If suppose Dilip has logged in, then the name has to be automatically populated as Dilip. Right. If you have logged in, the name has to be automatically come up as Suman. In this name, right? I don't have it myself. You understand what I'm trying to say? It name has to be populated automatically before you type it or before you come to this section itself. The name has to become pre-populated. Right. You understand? And also there that you must have a default address like with some values. You need to the house number, zip code, street name, landmark. Those values also must be pre-populated. Basically, there has to be some saved addresses, right? We need to save some default value to this screen. But in that case, it has to be a list, right? Why? Why you need a list? User can make an idiot here, right? He can come in here. But if I have those like save to 3 addresses, that is a different record requirement. And then we will be having only one address. We can modify it here after anything, but before entering, it has to show some pre-populated address. That is the requirement. That is the requirement. Now to achieve that one, first let's focus on name in name. What should happen? Name should come as a logged in operator who has logged into this current application. That logged in operator's name has to populate it there. Right. Now we need to map like that to the section. We are mapping name directly right. Now we have to map the logged in operator's name here. Now to map it like that, we can directly map it here, but that is not a good practice. We'll map it in a data transform. If you open a flow action, you click on actions. No, I click on actions. You don't open from case type. Click on actions. Click on references, view references. Now you will get to from where this rule is getting invoked. This rule is getting invoked from flow action. You click on that, a pencil icon on the right side. If you click on the take on, this rule is getting invoked from this section. The section is getting from the flow action. You understand it. What is the purpose of viewing the references? Right. Now it has to get pre-populated rate. The data has to be pre-populated before you are entering into the screen. Go to your action tab, not that action. You have the tab action. You have pre-processing there. Apply data transform run activity. And here which one you have to do. You can use activity. You can use data transform, but which suits the best. We are not making any changes on database, right? We are making a changes on clipboard. Right. Data transform, data transform. You created a transform with name like default info or something. Before addressing for default info anything, any name, open that one. The class check the rule set. It is in the same book dash. Click on create and open. We need to set our what is the target with which property name. Target is name. Now what is the source? Source must be logged in operator's name, right? There is a value. It should not be something hard-coded. It has to be changed dynamically. Suppose I have logged in. My name has to come with some other person logs his name has to right now. You open the clipboard. From here, nowhere in clipboard logged in. Operator details will be present. Oh, there were 2, 3, 4 types of pages, right? In which page the logged in operator details will be present? User pages only, right? User pages contains your case level. Logged in operator details will be present in system pages. Expand the system pages. Come down. You have operator ID. You see where Sonali is there. Like PINS name, PSEXNS name, still where it is there. Check it. You Control F on such personality. Control F take which property will actually refer. You have 5 results. P label. Still username. Use identifier. Username. We'll give you that name. Username. But you said that if it starts from PY, it means it is modifiable, right? We can edit it. Most probably try to mostly give PY properties. If it is not there, if suppose we have only Sonali and PXINS name, then we have to give it that one. You can have anything. It doesn't system pages. You understand it. How we are mapping it? You need to look in the board. They are actually, the operator name is present. Operator name will be present under system pages under operator ID. We need to map this one in a data transform as a source that it will take the value per name. You have to map it. This is by default. Will it take that property directly? No, just try giving it and see the dot operator right. Draw it. You have to give it out. If it is a page name, dot is not required. If it is a property, how do you make it? It is. If it takes it, doesn't take me. Now go to your flow action. You have your flow action. This is this one because you have added there. I had not checked out. Now you go and create a new case. I have to create a new case again. Ref. But if you refresh it, you will not get a change. I think because the Sonali is already there. Right. Are you on this one? Ali was missed out on the strike rate in the new case. Then if it is not coming, we need to debug it. It's not coming. You just see whether name value is there on clipboard or not. First of all, let me close this existing one. And system pages. No name. You need to check the name value. Name will be present. I thought you are asking just to check in system. You have pages. And the page there is a property name, right? Name itself is not there. What does that mean? It actually data transform is not correctly. You just try expand. Click on operator ID. Operator ID page is there. Click on operator ID. Below you have under system pages. Under system pages, I have this operator ID. Now you see the page context on the top. You have page rate clipboard page. How we did that? Operator I dot inside operator ID. We just reference dot. In this, I understood. You have to refer it based on clipboard structure. How clipboard is it like that? You have to refer or else it will not work. Dot is not required for a clipboard page. If it is a system page, like if it is single page, then dot is required. Check out. I think it will throw an error. Save it. It's not, but still, you have to give this operator ID and pages and classes or else it will not get the context. You said that. For this one we need PEGA class. I'm telling you the context right. The context is nothing, but here you need to give the page name class. You need to give PEGA class of this particular page. I think they have an operator, ID. There will be. Control F and search for PEGA class. It has an operator. This is by default like general for it is a PGA generated page. P class. Why we are mapping it in pages and classes? Because every page which we are referring it, on definition we have to map it on pages and classes to get the correct context while executing that rule. Go to definition. You have saved it right. Now you refresh it. Click on Go Pre-Processing. It came, right? You understand. If you want to keep this class name was PXRA. We reference it from clipboard PEGA class for other properties. Also, we refer the same right, PEGA class or it is a different, what are the properties? Suppose you said that the single page that we created, right? That one will actually make it. Now the changes will do it. I'm saying there was class name rate where it was showing as address data. The field value on the clipboard was PEGA class only or different rate. I mean actually under P, Y work page, it was showing another page, right? It's a delivery address, delivery info. This is PEGA class only where we have. Correct. It's all the PEGA class. For any case, for any page, it's always. If we had a property in PY work page, then we had to just refer dot. Suppose this PX update operator is it. You can directly refer. See, that again depends on your primary page. If you see the rule, in which class the rule is there, data transfer. It is in work dash order 1. It is same as PY work page class, right? Then you can directly refer like dot. If the rule is present in any other different classes, then if you want to refer from PY work page, then again you need to mention PY work page in pages and classes, and then you have to refer. This is a clipboard page. This is the page name operator ID. If we have a value on access, we have to refer access group dot group, and an inpatient classes you have to give PEGA class of access group. It is different rate with the operator -access. I understood now. Now we'll make the name we are getting. Name we are getting a Sonar by default. If suppose user may want to make any change, he can make a change. It is an editable field. Go to your case. It is an editable field. User still has an ability to make a change here. Now I need a default address. Like house, number must be a 111. Street name must be A, B, C. Zip code must be 123. Landmark must be X, Y, Z. That is a default address I need. Similar to Sonali, how you are getting when you are launching the screen. You are added this one in pre-processing. Remember that one. You're processing it before the screen get launched. Oh, you are getting a data on screen. Similarly, I need the house numbers, street names, zip code and landmark also. But this value has to be by default. No, we can hard code it also, but you said it's not a good practice, right? If suppose you have logged in with different operator. Now, if you're logged in with my operator, then I will summon there. Right. But the address and all it will be again different for you, right? Or it is for now. We'll make it hard coding. Then it's fine. Just for now, we'll make it because you need to know it how to update a single page. I have to click on add set and then the operator. You can add, you can set it or you will take it. Delivery location dot then house number and all right. House number 2, what is the source? Source. This is needed. If you are hard coding it, you need to give in quotations. It is a string, right? You have to give it in double quotes. You can hard code it like this and also you can use update page. You click on plus icon here only. Right. Third one. You change the action to instead of set. We have discussed these actions, right? It will make a you keep on update page. No, it's an interrupt database. Which page you are updating? You just give it delivery location. Below you can directly give with the dot. You can directly give landmark or something. This way I don't have to write. You need not write delivery location every time. You understand both works the same. Both does the same functionality. Something you can give me. Now if I have to add, it will be 3.2. You can directly add dot. You understand the usage of update page and set, right? Right. It can upgrade page. We'll do the same thing. We'll make a update in clipboard. You can use city to update a single page. You understand it. What we are doing it. One is here, making the function. And the other thing is using an update page to update a single page properties. I understood, but also one question, since every property that we are setting, it's already as text right in backend. We have made it as text the property, right? Everything is text, right? In the source, if we are hard coding it, we are using inverted commas. It's like we are setting text value for text. But suppose I sit here like 1, 2, 3 without inverted commas. It will take it as an integer, right? The properties are text only, right? Even if I don't give it an inverted commas, correct. If you didn't give it an inverted commas, won't it throw an error? It will not throw an error, but sometimes it will throw in compilation while running. You just try removing the inverted commas for one thing and just try to Sometimes it will throw compelling, but sometimes it will throw while executing. See, it didn't throw anything here, now right? No, but sometimes while running it might fail. See the small application. There will not be any performance impacts or something like that, but it's a good practice. It's a good practice. Good practice to give quotations. I will also give quotation for now. You need to understand what we have done today is we have created a single page property to create a single place property, or we have created a data type and we have referenced the data types of page definition to our worker class property. Right. After that, we have referenced that property in a section. After that, what we have done? We have created a pre-processing data transform. By pre-processing is required, but we have created a pre-processing data transform based on a client's requirement. You have to understand the requirement first because we have to populate the data before the case is there. We need to generally do it on pre-processing. And in pre-processing, we are setting it for a single value on a first step. You have set the value for a single property. That's it. Name is a single value property, right? And in the second and third steps, what you are doing? You are manipulating a date on a page property, single page. The first name was single value, single page. Now you try to save it. And the properties, you can make it in two ways. Step 2, 1, step 3. You can see your difference, right? You are using set the method. Instead of writing delivery location every time, you will just say update page once and you will make it. And this calls super glance data transform. You said that it is used at ease. Now we do, will not, it is not required. It will not. It doesn't make sense if you check or uncheck because it was said that if it is in hierarchy, wherever this is called, it will call in that. But this is a small application. It's it. Phone number. I didn't add to that. Now let's trace it. You go to your data transform. Click on actions. Click on trace. Now the tracer is open. Now you have two types of tracing here. You can do it from a rule level. One tracer you have in the bottom of your footer right. In the clip where we had the clipboard and alright. If you are doing this straight from the rule level trace, it will only trace this particular rule. That's it for any case, but not for any case. But this particular case, it will only trace this particular rule. It will not trace any other events. If you are clicking on some button, it will not trace. No, but for this auto only, right? This is for auto, only for auto, but actually in clipboard we had that trait level because of which we were able to understand that this clipboard is for auto. That's a clipboard, but tracer there is no threads. It will say for the current case but still a question. Just for an instance. Suppose this application is hosted and now we have different cases like 0, 2, 3 or 4 or 5. Now I am setting this tracer. Which instance will it trace? It will trace that it will do the current instance. Only one instance you will be viewing at a time, right? It depends on like my operator on, it won't trace at the server. It will not trace on server level. You go to your case. Click on Actions and refresh and see that tracer. Click on Refresh. See that tracer? It will not raise anything because it will wait until that rule gets invoked. When that rule will get invoked, when you click on Go, the pre-processing will get invoked. You click on Go. Now you see that trace. Pause it. Now you observe here the leap like from starting. Step 1. You see on the left side, even it has. Down. Step 1. Data transform has invoked step 2. You see set name. Step has begin. Step 3 step has ended. If you click on PWave work page on step 2, click on PWave work page on step 2. That's fine. It will open that current instance of PWave work page. Control F and search for name. Control F, search for name. How many you got? You see. Control F and search for Somali. Producer. Name is not there. Name is not there. Those are all different. Operator and all. Those are all different. See, on the step 2, you don't have a name property and Sonali. But if you open a PWave work page on step 3, you close this and write. Step ended right. A step 1 has ended here. You click on PWave work page. No, don't click on the set. We can't be able to page there. On a close step 3 PWave work page. No. That it be work page. Control F and search for name. See names on Ali's right. You understand? See, whatever the page you are opening at that particular step, it will open that particular instance of PWave work page. PWave work page will not be same for everything. You're understanding? If you go and observe the tracer, go to tracer. Should I go to tracer? And in tracer, if you observe, you have PWave work page everywhere, right? On step 1 and step 2, you don't have name on PWave work page because the name has not yet set up on step 3 PWave work page. You have name. Each and every context of PWave work page is different here. Now you understand. Get each and every step. PWave work page is different. You understand the tracer and name is on this work. -cake order, one only right. That's why this is showing PWave work page. Because this is the primary page. But for other cases, it's work page dot delivery location. Correct. We are updating. You are updating on delivery location. You see the 6th step, right? We have update page delivery location, right? The primary page will become as delivery location. Because they're making no changes on delivery location page. Oh, you see, you observe the 5th step. Step is like set only. It is like delivery location at house number. The primary page is PWave work page. You understand the difference in the tracing, right? Right? Delivery location update page. During update only it took. The 6th line. You are updating it. The delivery location. You use it that method, right? In data transform. It has executed that step. Then it is updating the delivery location page. It will take delivery location as a primary page. I understood. You understand? You go to your data, transform and see. This was step number 1, where we are setting it by delivery page. House number. That's why it is considering a primary page as P by work page, but then we use update page step. There are primary page, become this delivery location. That's why it is setting as P by work page or delivery location. Any questions here? Tracer, how to trace? Because it's a very small trace. Only have 14 lines of code. You have that sheet, but what happens in the L? Then sometimes you have to trace on 5,000 lines, 10,000 lines of tracing. You have to analyze that. That's a much bigger tracer. Every step we have action, begin action and drain action, begin an action. You understand, you don't panic while doing in your applications. It will be 5,000 lines, sometimes 3,000, sometimes 10,000 lines. That was a big tracer. It will be there. Using tracer is also an one skill, how to efficiently debug the issue. Right. In those 10,000 lines of code, whatever you required will be only some 5 to 6 points on the right. You have to figure it out where that is getting changed or where that is getting invoked. But this is a small tracer. We'll see each and every tracer when we go. Oh, the tracer will work on that. But this, you understand it how. The primary page is there. Click on check in or we are making changes anymore. You can click on chicken. Yet you have to give not there the below. You try to give a meaningful comments when you're doing in your application. That is fine, but those are all best. I can base something. I can mention data transform again rule name. It is not required to mention because this is a data transfer. You can mention that setting the preprocessor DD to set up default info. And I'll tell you the best practices. Setting pre-processing data to set default. Now the best practices is like one best practice. You need to give your chicken comments properly and go to history. You have to give your description and usage here. In my project, what I have done, I have kept these two as required fields. We can also modify this. That one, we had to modify rules in general. We can modify, but you have to modify in PEGA internal rules. I have kept these two as a required. What happened? I mean that PEGA engine rule generally, that is not a final rule. That is not a final. That's why you are able to modify. Why have made these issues the required field? Whenever user enters these two fields, that rule will get saved. That is a best practice. Because whenever you will work in an application for 1 year or 2 years after you change your company, but the application remains the same. Whenever a new person comes, joins the organization or the team, he has to understand right what this rule is doing. You give your meaningful description and usage here. This is one best practice. Go to your definition. Now go to your section. Once you go to the case, what are you using? Then open your portal. Name is there. I have not added phone number in data transform. That's why it's not operating. Now, after name and phone number, I need a heading. Like this is a heading like delivery location. After name and phone number, it is being mixed, right? User has to know, right? Whether it's a delivery location or current location. That location. I need a label. I need a heading there. Between these two sections, we had added two dynamic layouts. Right. In between 1 and 2, we need one label. You'll just try to give configure in the section. Try giving it. You just check in not here. Just check in a portal. It's a mid-save and you check in the portal. You refresh or create a new thing. Check it there itself. Every change will not come there. You have to check. You can also give ideas that the leaflet, the how we can make a label there. Presentation. Display header and title. You remove. See if something is not coming. You need to revert back the old changes below, given delivery location. Right. You remove that one. Right. Delivery location. Now it's coming. Open the layout settings once you can. It's coming. Now what I need is like on the top, you're getting collected dressing for it. That correct addressing for doesn't look good. Actually, whenever you're displaying something, it should be meaningful. Like spaces and all these should be there. That doesn't have any spacing on all, you change that one. The spacing you have to change from where it is getting populated. I'm not addressing. Can it address? Info was the name. Setting. At present for collected was info was I guess step name, right? You just check from where it is getting populated. The person for any heading they have given or PEGA has given by default. It's not there yet. Let me tell you, open your flow action. You have already clicked the delivery location. You have opened this one, a flow action references. You have opened some references. You can open the fraction. This is the fraction. The fraction name you see. And if this collected name, you're getting there. Right? You click on that flow action. You click there. You give a spacing here. You understand from where that value is getting coming. It is getting coming from flow action. Whatever you're seeing on screen, everything you can modify. But you need to understand where you have to make a change. Got it? Just have a question. Actually, this collected at least info is the name of our flow action, right? I mean, this delivery location is the name of label before. Our dynamic layout for our title, basically. Right. Why is it coming up like this? I mean, that is a PEGA given from UI screen, right? This is screen that is already built up by PEGA. Oh, they are populating the flow action name here as a default heading. They are actually providing the flow action name. It's not dynamically out. It's not dynamically out. It's a flow action name, but you can customize that name, right? They whatever the name you want, but if I don't want that will not affect that flow action. It will not, because it's referring to the class and all. See, it will differ from ID. You should not change the ID, but the label that often will act as a label. The label you can change. You understand? But if we don't want to show it only, then you have to customize. You have to create your own portal. This is a PEGA given. That you are actually reusing it. If you want a completely different portal, complete different experience, then you have to build your own portals. Understood? Any questions? I need to go to it from my end. Also, I already created one that day. Today's session, I'll implement from my end. You take a note, guys, like today we have created a single page property. We have created a data transform. We have saw a tracer. We have made some changes on user interface sections, the labels, how to add. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.